Hello everyone. Today I am going to discuss textile filters, which is part of filtration in technical textiles. Up to the beginning of 1950, textiles used in filtration were uniquely based on woven fabrics of cotton, wool, and glass fibers. The development of synthetic fibers and non-woven fabric technology substantially modified the use of textiles in filtration. In woven fabric filters, the pores for filtration are formed at yarn interstices. In non-wovens, the pores are formed by the small spaces that occur between the individual fibers. The fabric filters are considered to be advantageous as compared to other filter media due to following reasons: reasonable filter life, no restriction of fluid flow, high collection efficiency for all particle sizes, especially for particles smaller than 10 micron diameter, then simple construction and operation, and nominal power consumption. Factors for selection. The following factors relating to the filtration medium must be considered in the selection of textile filter. These are composition, temperature, nature of particulate matter, concentration of particulate matter, then fineness of particulate matter, and loading on the filter surface. Now, the suitability of textile filter for the intended purpose is determined by the basic material, means type of fiber, fineness of fiber or filament, length of fiber, then the method of manufacture, whether it is woven or non-woven, then weight per unit area, the density, means permeability or porosity, the surface characteristics, and appropriate special finishes. If you see advantages of textile filters, with proper maintenance, collection efficiencies above 99.9% are commonly achieved. Any non-hygroscopic solid particulate matter can be handled. Extreme flexibility in available designs, capacities, fabric cleaning methods, and filter media. And due to their complicated structures and considerable thickness, they have high filtration efficiencies. There are some disadvantages also, like a fabric filter is sensitive to moisture, chances of explosion and fire hazards whenever the dust is combustible material. Some fabric filters cannot handle temperature above 250 degree Fahrenheit. High maintenance and fabric replacement costs are difficult to maintain. Then problems in handling dust, which may abrade, corrode, or blind the clothes. Now, types of fabric filters. It can be divided into two groups: woven textile filter media and non-woven textile filter media, where the woven textile filter media may be further classified in monofilament woven, then woven multifilament, and then staple fiber fabric. Staple fiber may be natural or man-made fibers. So first we take woven textile filter media, and in which it is again divided into three groups. First one is woven monofilaments. Monofilaments are single and continuous filaments extruded from molten polymer through a specially engineered spinnerit and then drawn through a series of rollers to orient the molecules and thus provide the thread with the desired stress strain characteristics. The diameter may be as large as 0.8 mm, but for most filtration applications, it is usually in the range 0.1 to 0.3 mm. Monofilament fabrics are usually in the weight range 200 to 450 grams per meter square, which may extend up to 1500 grams per meter square. For heavy duty operations where greater throughput is required, these filters require thicker diameters and hence more open constructions. The weight range may be up to 1500 grams per meter square. The main use of woven monofilaments is in wet filtration because the smooth filaments release the wet filter cake easily and the fabric is less prone to blinding than any other fabric type. So in short, we can say the monofilament woven fabrics possess high strength, high abrasion resistance, smooth surface, so good cake release, but particle retention is somewhat less, or we can say filtration efficiency is less as compared to multi-filament woven fabrics. Next is woven multi-filament. Multi-filament are also extruded and oriented in the same way as monofilaments, although on this occasion the spinneret contains a large number of much smaller apertures. The diameter of the individual filaments in this case is usually of the order 0.03 mm. These yarns consisting of very fine continuous strands subsequently twisted together. Like monofilament, this type of yarn has virtually no permeability as such. It enables stable and supple fabrics to be produced, which can be very closely woven and which can have a quite smooth surface structure. These yarns are compressible so that it is possible to weave fabrics with very small pore spaces, giving an excellent retention of small particles. The weight of these fabrics can vary from 100 gram per meter square to 1000 grams per meter square. Since the filter cake will have more surface contact with the multi-filament yarns, cake release is not quite good as with the monofilament. Similarly, it is now possible for particles to become trapped between the filaments so that the blinding properties are also not so good. Now if we discuss briefly the properties of multi-filament woven fabrics. Strength is high, abrasion resistance is high, permeability is low, particle retention is high, filtration efficiency is good, but cake release is poorer than monofilament. So multi-filament fabrics are used quite widely in gas filtration where the filter is cleaned by mechanical shaking or reverse air pressure. Next is staple fiber fabrics. Staple spun yarns were the first synthetic yarns to be employed on a large scale in industrial filtration, facilitating the production of heavy-duty durable clothes. These fabrics consist of yarn having long discontinuous fibers arranged longitudinally and kept together by twisting. And they generally have low permeability, especially when they are highly twisted. Or we can say they to some extent resemble with fabric woven with multifilaments. In staple yarn fabrics, filter cake formed onto the fabric are attached to the hairs. That is the characteristics of the staple fiber yarn. For dry filtration, this is of great importance and the hairs are often left, but for wet filtration, cake release is more critical and the fabric is normally singed to remove all surface hairs. These fabrics are used in dry filtration, principally in reverse air and shake bag filters, and also in wet filtration, mainly in filter presses. So we'll stop here, and in my next lecture I will discuss performance of woven filter fabrics. Thank you.